thralls of yours are slower than Arcanians in a blizzard.
Steel's good, but the finest weapons and armor. See me at my forge if you need arms.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn. Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Only a hearty soul travels the road these. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Good steel's worth every septim. Remember that.
Whoa, what's with the weapon? Looks like it's about to get rough in here.
Well met. Unlike trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Steal anything from my shop. Can I get you something?
Oh, what happened?
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. Feindal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him. Sure. What can I do for you? Only true Imperials request that one.
Coming right up.
You're that visitor, Ben Pope. I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers. We don't get a lot of travelers here in Riverwood.
I need some.
We don't get a lot of travelers here. The war keeps most folks away these days.
Besides, you still haven't paid.
Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
Give me a mug of ale.
Coming right up.
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Close the door. Now we can talk. The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. I hope so, but you'll forgive me if I don't assume that something's true just because the Greybeards say so. I just handed you the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Does that make me Dragonborn too? And now you have it. No harm done. I knew the Greybeards would send you for the horn if they thought you were Dragonborn. Taking it was the only way I could be sure this wasn't a Thalmor trap. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. Yes, we're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty. And I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. You should know. You got the map for me. The Dragonstone you got for Farengar, remember? So you were paying attention. I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do. I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are. Yes, a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove. Kynesgrove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice. Not too much farther now. Kynesgrove is just down the road to the southeast of here.
You don't want to go up there! A dragon! It's attacking! It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon burial mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
Let's see what it does.
Salokunir, Zil Grotova Ursa. Slen. I am Salokunir. Hear my voice and despair. Your voice is no match for mine.
I could use a hand here.
Dovahkiin, your voice is no match for mine. My lord Alduin requires your death. I am glad to oblige him. land like him. It's to be a real fight then.
I'll be damned. You did it! Wait, something's happening. What's above? So you really are... It's true. I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. Really? Where? Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now. We've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide.
It's pretty much.
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. The faction that rules, there's no worse enemy to humankind. If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Spoken for windows, don't get any ideas.
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan. Not here, downstairs. I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Sounds good. Be careful. What? Something you're still confused about?
What's the hurry?
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on
Yes?
Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. It's been a good week, my boy. Loud customers mean good cheer, and good cheer means a full till. You're asking me? You know, I She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were doing. If you actually want to get out alive, I bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly.
I could run the skeever. You even said I'm almost as smart as you.
I'll give you a few more minutes. I can't wait here all day. It's my neck on the line, remember?
What about Auntie Fida and Dragonbrook? She runs a bar, and you said she's one of your favorite
ready?
girls.
I need to get back before I missed. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
That's it. I'm not retiring, ever. End of discussion.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
What are you doing that for?
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so not to miss out on any of the drinking. There's not enough drinking in the world. You agree?
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please.
I will just rest here.
Thank you, sir. Go
Now
right
then,
in.
Here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thumb.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim, and you are? Have you? All good, I trust. But you have me at a disadvantage. I'm afraid I know nothing about you. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just
I'm so glad you... Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors. One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted. The Thalmor Justiciars are so often misunderstood. Our primary goal is to preserve the peace between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. The worship of the false god Talos contributed to the unfortunate friction that led to the Great War. Following the Great War, the White Gold Concordat set out the terms for peaceful coexistence between the two powers. The Empire and the Dominion agreed that the worship of Talos was a relic of the past and must be eliminated in the interests of peace. But I'm sure you didn't come here for a lecture on high politics. Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests. My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
What can I get for you, sir?
Fighting in the war. There's nobody to hunt down the bandits.
Here you go, sir. Is there anything else I can get for you? We seem to have run out of Colovian brandy. I'll check in the wine cellar for more when I get a moment.
Well, I did see something interesting.
All right, then.
Not long ago. There were several.
What does a fellow need to do? What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
Skyrim peddling their wares.
Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend. Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine. Couldn't agree more. Stand back and behold my handiwork.
Well, I did hear that the Argonians have been banned from living inside the walls of Winter.
Attention, everyone!
They're only
Could I
allowed
have
on
your
city
attention,
docks now.
please?
Most of
I
them
have
sleep
an
together in one
announcement
building,
to
and they're as poor
What
as
can I get for you, sir?
I propose a toast.
Let's go. Before anyone notices us.
I speak figuratively.
Let's go. Before anyone notices
Nothing
us.
could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I speak
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out.
Fine,
We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder.
Good boy now.
Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Someone bring me a drink, quick!
Who comes, Malburn? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rule? Let me do the job.
Huh? Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead.
Well, I did hear that the Argonians have been banned from living inside the walls of Windhill. They're only allowed on city docks now. Most of them stay together.
I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong. Good luck.
Did you see those rogues?
You're on your own.
Come on! Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers.
Never should have... Damn you!
Come on! You can't hide from me.
That money. I earned it.
Is some... Listen
I
up,
told you.
spy.
I don't know
You're
anything
trapped
else
in
about
here,
it.
And we have your accomplice. Surrender
What?
immediately or
Who?
you both
What?
die.
What do you want then?
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm
traitor.
dead already.
Move. Slowly.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere.
He's got to be here somewhere.
No problem. Thanks for springing me. I owe you. Look me up in Riften if you make it out.
Is someone there?
Is someone there?
No more! I yield! I yield! I cannot best you! Never should have come here. That your head! What are you doing? You're
That takes care of that. Now the Falmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
I saw guards dragging bodies over here. Might be a way out. Whatever you want. But let's go, now.
Victory's yours! I submit! Please don't kill me!
I should have known this would end badly.
I signed on.
I can't believe I let... Let's get out of here, for pity's sake.
We're routed! Fall back!
Now the Falmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth... I should have known this would end badly. Let's get out of here, for pity's sake.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assume that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is? Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.
Another run-in with a thief's guild.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble.
Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up
You can
in
pretend
jail.
not to hear me all you want.
New around Riften? Take my advice. I can't.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry, eh, lad?
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Ah, expecting free information, eh? Help me deal with business first, then we'll see how I can help you. Besides, you look like your pockets are a little light on coin.
If I had even
Am I
a
right?
pot to piss in, I'd gladly share.
Finest oddities from Morrowind.
Passing on a golden opportunity is worse. I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
Skyrim.
I can take a hint, lad. You want to make some coin? Come find me.